So this weekend, I saw Knock at the Cabin Door, which is a psychological horror film that tells the story of a happy gay couple and their adopted child who are on vacation at a cabin, and they are descended upon by four unknown strangers. These four strangers all have weapons, they all come from disparate parts of the country, and each of them claims to have been seeing visions of the end of the world. These strangers, who are substitutes for the four horsemen of the apocalypse, tell the two men and their daughter that in order to save the entire planet, they are going to have to decide amongst the three of them who they will sacrifice in order to save humanity. Naturally, the two men think that the intruders are insane, but each time they deny a sacrifice, one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse must be sacrificed instead, and a plague is unleashed on humanity. The first sacrifice is played by Rupert Grint's character. It's very unsettling to see Ronald Weasley in this. And as soon as he is sacrificed, they flip on the news, a giant earthquake has happened, and waves are taking out entire cities. After the second sacrifice, they flip on the TV and they see that there's been a spread of this horrific disease. They start arguing amongst themselves, maybe thinking this could be real. What follows is an edge-of-your-seat thriller as the stakes continue to heighten and as the four horsemen descend. Overall, I kind of found this film, while psychologically really interesting, I didn't like that it was centered around a gay character, because I think sometimes heterosexual people use gay characters to live out their torture fantasies. And this felt like one of those examples. And they explored this in the film. So the actors themselves, famous gay men like Jonathan Groff, are in interviews talking about how this is actually a win for representation, because not only are we seeing like a happy gay family, but we're seeing a happy adoption. We're seeing them overcome traumas. And in some instances, they're right, but it's like the barrier gaze trope is alive and well again. So I did not like that aspect, and I would have been much happier had that not been the case, even though I'm almost certain that it's based on a novel in which that is what was written, so it makes sense that logically they would reproduce those same events. That being said, it was a really fascinating premise. It was a deeply unsettling film. I think that both the actors and the dialogue achieved a sort of edge-of-your-seat tension that created a discomfort and disquiet that I could tell was intentional on the writing and filmmaking side. I would recommend this if you like psychological horror films. I'm not the biggest fan of that genre, but sometimes they can be an interesting ride, and I do like apocalypse films. So yeah, there's my little review. Have you seen it? What are your thoughts?